When your cat gently reaches out and places their paw on you, do you actually know what that means? Yes, it feels cute. Like they just want your attention. But behind that simple action, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally intimate things your cat can do. And if you ignore it, which most owners do, you might miss one of the clearest ways your cat is trying to connect with you. Let's start with what that small, gentle reach really means. Have you ever been sitting quietly, not calling your cat, not moving, and suddenly they reach out and touch you? Most people think it's about attention, food, play, interaction. Here's what's actually happening. Your cat is initiating contact. Cats are not naturally touch-driven animals like humans. In the wild, unnecessary contact slows them down. It limits movement, it creates risk. So when your cat reaches out first, they are choosing contact. Think about that for a second. They're not reacting to you, they're starting something, and that changes everything. Here's what most people don't realize. That small movement is intentional. It's a decision. And by the way, if your cat ever places their paw on you and just leaves it there, no claws, no pressure, don't brush it off. We'll get to what that really means at the end, and it's something most owners wish they understood sooner. Because this behavior isn't random. It's communication. Have you ever noticed how soft your cat's paw feels when they reach for you? Most people assume it's just softness, but here's what's actually happening. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that cats form secure attachment bonds with their humans, similar to how infants connect with caregivers. But what does that actually mean for you? It means your cat doesn't just live with you. They emotionally depend on how safe you feel. Behavioral scientists have observed that cats use controlled, low-pressure touch like a soft paw to test reactions. They're asking without sound, "Are you safe to be close to right now?" Think about that for a second. That gentle paw isn't random. It's a question, and your response answers it. And here's where it gets even more powerful. If your cat keeps their paw there, relaxed and calm, it means your presence passed that test. That's not attention. That's trust, confirmed in real time. Have you ever felt your cat touch you and then slightly press or shift their paw? Most people think it's just movement, but here's what's actually happening. Cats have scent glands, not only on their face and tail, but also around their paws. When they touch you, they leave behind invisible chemical signals called pheromones. These signals say something very specific. This is safe. This belongs with me. Studies on domestic cats reveal that scent marking is how cats build their world. It's how they define what's familiar, trusted, and emotionally important. So when your cat reaches for you, they're not just making contact, they're including you in their space. Think about that for a second. That small touch carries meaning you can't even see. And here's what makes this even more meaningful. They're not marking territory, they're marking connection. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. Have you ever seen a kitten reach out with its tiny paws toward its mother? Slowly, gently, repeatedly. Most people don't connect this to adult behavior. But here's what's actually happening. In early life, kittens rely on touch to stay connected to safety. They need press and reach to maintain warmth, closeness, and reassurance. Researchers who study feline behavior call this tactile bonding. And even as cats grow up, that wiring doesn't disappear. It adapts. So when your cat reaches for you now, they're using one of the oldest signals they know. Think about that for a second. Out of all the ways they could interact with you, they choose the same behavior they once used for survival. And here's where it gets even more powerful. This isn't about acting like a kitten. It's about trusting you enough to take on that role. That's ancient. Instinctive. Deep. Now ask yourself this honestly. Does your cat reach out and touch everyone like that? Visitors? Strangers? Even other people? In your home? Most of the time, no. Most people assume cats treat everyone the same. But here's what's actually happening. Animal cognition research shows that cats choose specific individuals for physical contact based on consistency, emotional predictability, and trust. That means your cat isn't just reaching for a human. They're reaching for you. Think about that. For a second. Touch is a vulnerable act. It closes distance. It reduces reaction time. And yet, they choose you for that closeness. And here's where it becomes even more meaningful. This choice isn't automatic. It's built over time. Every calm interaction. Every moment you respected their space. Every time you showed up in a way they could understand. It all added up. So now when they reach for you, it's not habit. It's preference. You are their safe place. Have you ever noticed how still your cat becomes when their paw rests on you? No tension. No quick pullback, just stillness. Most people see this as normal. But here's what's actually happening. In the wild, stillness during contact is dangerous. If something goes wrong, reaction time matters. Distance matters. So animals avoid prolonged physical connection unless they feel completely safe. But your cat? They reach out and stay. Think about that for a second. They are choosing to limit their own ability to react quickly. That's vulnerability. And this is what most owners never realize. That quiet moment when their paw stays on you is your cat trusting you with their safety. Remember earlier when I said if your cat leaves their paw on you, don't ignore it? This is what I was talking about. That isn't just contact. That's your cat saying, I feel safe enough to not pull away. That's not small. That's profound. What happens when your cat suddenly stops reaching for you? Maybe they used to do it often, and now they yawn. Single quotes. Maybe that soft paw you felt every day just isn't there anymore. Most people assume it's nothing. But here's what's actually happening. Changes in tactile behavior often signal a shift. It could be emotional, stress, discomfort, even health-related. Studies in feline behavior show that reduced physical contact can be one of the earliest signs that something feels off to your cat. Think about that for a second. The behavior you once overlooked was actually a signal. And now its absence is another signal. This is where most owners get it wrong. They notice when their cat demands attention, but they miss when their cat quietly withdraws it. So if your cat stops reaching for you, don't ignore it. Pause. Observe. Check what's changed. Because sometimes the silence says more than the touch ever did. So when your cat gently reaches out and places their paw on you, do you actually know what that means? It's not just about attention. It's not just a random habit. It's your cat choosing to connect. Choosing to trust. Choosing to be close. Even when instinct tells them to stay distant. That's not a simple gesture. That's vulnerability. And that soft paw, the one you barely notice, it was never small to them. And it shouldn't be small to you either.